helemaal geen slecht gevoel bij. Ik heb er geen nacht slaap over verloren.
Beth kan nu emotioneel afscheid nemen van Natalee. Ze weet dat ze haar dochter nooit meer zal zien.
It just has to be good. It just has to be good. You know, I guess enough is enough. Enough is enough.
Maar één ding moet nog worden afgerond. En dat is de veroordeling van degene die Natalee heeft laten verdwijnen.
You know, Peter always thought that Yvonne's life was already a living hell. But it's about to begin. Now it's about to begin.
De strijd van Beth Holloway Twitty. My heart goes out to you, Beth. Our hearts go out to you.
You know, if I have to look at everything about that interview and with Duran and when he's talking to Patrick, the part where I really want to come through it, I really want to just kill him, Robert. I'm not, when he imitates her, her actions as she's suffering, I'm thinking, what a sick son of a bitch. I'm sorry, but how could I think that's what really brings it all to the truth for me. Is it's not just him. It's not just his verbalizations of what she's doing, but he imitates her with his body actions.
I understand, because, those are kind of rough words, that you're saying about, wanting to kill him, but I understand. I think it's a natural anger in a way, because I want to show you something. I had the Goldman family on the show, the parents of the guy O.J. Simpson killed.
Yes.
They are they're in a similar position as you are.
Right.
I don't know if you've ever met them.
I had spoken with Denise, Nicole Brown's her sister.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, Robert, I think about them a lot when I think about Natalee's case, because I think they're having to do the same thing.
It's true. O.J., he got away. And we all know it's so obvious that he killed their son. And I want to show you something, because the way they go about life nowadays, and I respect that, I applaud that. Some people will say it's vindictive, but it's not. It's just, you don't want the killer, as they call O.J., or you don't want the person who perpetrated this, you don't want him to get away. Even if he's not in jail, you want to make his life a living hell when he's, still walking amongst us. And I want to show you this just a script of the goal.
Ron was really a remarkable young man, from the time he was little all the way through until just prior to his death. And Ron, just the kind of son that every person would always want, and never ever forget all the wonderful things he did.
The story really goes that he was the wrong person at the wrong time, wasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Absolutely, and then unfortunately walked into a situation that we believe was very agitated and highly emotional in terms of the killer being there with Nicole and having some. We don't exactly know. He alludes to it.
What's your theory? What's your theory? When you talk about the killer, you talk about O.J. Simpson.
Yeah.
It's interesting the way you refer to him, but it
Never used his name.
You never use his name.
No.
Never. You always say the killer.
We feel very strongly that by calling him by his first name gives him, in my mind, some credibility or makes him human. And as far as I'm concerned, someone that stabs a man in the heart, nearly decapitates another person, doesn't qualify as human.
There are similarities, aren't there, Beth?
Yeah, there are, and I do think about them a lot, Robert, every day that I try to, because some days you really struggle with the bitterness, and it's hard to remain as far as, optimistic about the future and reaching out to others, and that's really what I'm trying to do. I'm really trying to continue that mission of reaching out to others and making a difference, but it's hard some days, and you just want to give into that. But I think about people like, I think about them, and I draw a lot of strength from them, and thinking that, if they can continue this, and full well knowing that who their loved one's perpetrator was, then I can too.
Yeah, I understand that. Another thing that happened since you were last on, I couldn't believe it, but actually Yoran came on my show. He had put out this book, and he wanted to promote it, but still, to come on my show, I know a lot about the case, knowing you, and so he came on my show, And I went in, just, I said this to Peter Ardevries last night, he was on the show. I said, I just went in like, let's just start and talk. I wanted to talk to the guy as if we're in a bar. And I just waited for the moment I felt, oh, now he's being evasive. Now he's dodging my questions. Now he's dodging. And that happened pretty quickly. I mean, the whole incident, how did you get from the beach to your house? That's where it all started to become, I don't know, it became like, he became like a magician. He pulled every string available to him. It didn't make sense anymore. But I want to show you a few things, but especially, we mixed it up with the tape from Peter Ardevries, so his real confession.
Okay.
If you look at this, we subtitled it for you so you understand what he said in Dutch. Okay. Some of it is, it's just horrible. But I leaned on him pretty hard. You can see that in his body language. He's leaning forward because I just felt, you're hiding something. But let's just start first here with the incident on the beach. What he said on my show, and then what he said to Patrick. Laten we kijken.
Was ze emotioneel? Nee. Toen ik met haar vrouw, ik heb nooit ook iets raars aan haar gemerkt of zo. Ze deed gewoon heel normaal. In één keer, Patrick. Ja, maar één keer. Ik zo begonnen, wat is dit allemaal, weet je. Wat heb je toen gedaan dan? Dus bij haar blijven, zo, je gaat nu als een niemand dan, Patrick. Dat is ongeluk. Natuurlijk is dat niet, het is een afstuur. En ja, ik dus met haar praten. En ze zegt niks. Dus ik pak haar. Hoe lang heeft ze zo getrild dan? Weet je wat dat is? Ja, ik weet het niet. Maar leg je zijn aanval of zo, man. Ik weet het niet. Maar hoe is het trilde en de schuim ook aan de mond? Nee, geen schuim. Niet dat ik heb gezien.
I'll put this out to everybody.